Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrath and Story. I'm the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, the Flexible Demeanor, and it is my pleasure to document the many adventures of J. Jones, Andrew Dickinger, and their servo-skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. When you last left them, Jay and Andrew had managed to defeat a lictor while escaping the secret Tyrannid lab hidden deep within an asteroid. They now make their way back aboard a stolen cargo ship to one of their mid-sized scout vessels, looking to hitch a ride back to the Flexible Demeanor. All in all, it appears to be a clean getaway. But what of the documentation they failed to retrieve? Undoubtedly, their client will be quite distraught. With a failure this absolute, surely it can't get any worse, can it? Let's find out.
All right, Daniel, I got the majority of the junk out of your system, but I mean, this is gonna need a deep clean. This is crazy. It's everywhere.
Yeah, those webs that exploded on us. Oh God.
It's
so
disgusting.
gross.
I don't want to think about it. It's just, I keep thinking about it. It's so horrible. But, plus side, my piloting, pretty good. I would say that our journey back wasn't too rocky, would you say?
I mean, I was mag-locked to the deck, so I didn't really notice,
Well,
but...
You know, because it
And
wasn't, it wasn't too rocky, you know? Right? Are you guys just going to let that one go? We're surrounded by asteroid parts. It was a good bit.
It is. There are some asteroids around here, yes, and you did not hit any of them.
Yeah.
So, good job on that. That's pretty good.
So we all agree that it was a very funny joke. I feel good. I feel good.
Well,
Yeah.
we've started docking procedures, so
Ooh,
we should be
we
on board
have. Oh,
shortly.
hold on. Let me switch some of these things. Now we've started docking procedures. I said I was gonna dock, and then I just had us just floating towards the little ship here. So that would have been bad.
At terminal speed, yeah. We need to slow down and
Yeah.
actually, land.
Yeah. I'm doing that right now. I mean, I already did it. I'm just I'm fiddling with a couple of these. Yep, slowing down. All right, perfect.
Yeah, Guybrush and Manbrush came out here with their ship, the Son of the Prophet, and they are meeting us here. The Flexible Demeanor's busy with some other places, and it's a little big to come into this asteroid field subtly. But this Viper-class scout ship that they're flying is gonna keep us safe, and then we'll get back to the Flexible Demeanor. It should be good. The airlock's open right now, so let's fly in there. Slow down, please.
Oh yeah.
Slower.
No. I was. I'm moving it. I'm doing it.
Reverse thrust.
Oh.
Jeez.
You know what? The piece of paper was upside down. Let me flip that back that way. All right, perfect. There we go.
Yeah, because remember, we don't slow down when they're in space. There's nothing that slows us down, so we have to shoot in the opposite direction with our engines. To slow us.
Whoa,
But
hold on.
you got it.
Void atmosphere will slow you down, like the friction against void. Everybody knows. I know at least that, right? I think it was on a pilot test I took at some point, and they were so amazed that I knew that they were aghast that I said the void atmosphere thing, and they, right then and there I knew I'm destined to be a pilot.
All right.
Wait, Daniel. Is he trying to do another bad joke, or is he being serious?
He is an idiot savant with this piloting stuff, then, if he literally doesn't understand how the physics work.
There we go. Took account for the air pressure and the winds of the void. I think we're almost there, guys. We're good.
Haven't we just been lucky this entire time, Daniel, and just not been murdered on an asteroid?
He's crashed one of our ships before, to be fair.
That's true. It was his first time, too, so I guess that was telling. I mean, yeah, good job, Jay. Yeah, the atmosphere, there's...
Yeah.
Well,
I
now
can't
the atmosphere is coming in. They're closing the big door to the void. They're pumping in the atmosphere, and now they're opening up us up, and we're actually able to go into the docking bay here.
You mean inside atmosphere, Daniel? It's often known as inside atmosphere. Totally fine. Don't mean to correct you. Another day with a successful piloting done. Love it.
So
No, we're not done yet. You need to land. Now, be careful. This is like kind of a large-ish cargo shuttle that we're in
this
here,
doesn't
so we
have
gotta be
auto
careful.
land? Hold on. A lot of the ones I've been practicing on have auto land. Let me just okay. All right. Oh, okay.
down.
Yeah.
Down.
No, that's the direction
Slow.
I'm going. Well, to be fair,
wait.
Andrew, there is no direction in space,
Jay-
so I could be going up. I'm just saying.
Damn it, Jay. The landing gear.
Yeah,
Bring out the
right.
landing gear.
That's right. The
So
auto
this
thing
is a
usually
much
does that.
older craft. It's been sitting there since whatever the experiments broke down, so maybe it doesn't have the auto landing stuff. Jay, I'm gonna need you to make a piloting check.
Oh no.
How good is your pilot skills?
It's not bad. Look, I've been taking those classes. Granted, a lot of those classes, the teacher refuses to speak to me anymore. I'm assuming because I'm too advanced. But I've been taking them on the side. So I've got a 7 in pilot. What's the difficulty here, Daniel, to land?
On this gore-soaked, like old as crap vessel.
So it would just be a 3 normally. I'm gonna say it's a 4 because this is kind of a smaller. I mean, this cargo bay is kind of full of stuff that we're landing in already. You know, there's another couple shuttles. There's like a pair of sentinels there that were ready to like sort of jump in and save us from the pirates if we needed to. There's a whole bunch of landing craft here for launching attacks on people. So it's a little bit of a tight squeeze.
Oh, that'll be fine. Look, I've got 7 dice. You know, I need a 4. Odds say that I get a 7. So this is perfect. Let's do this. Love probability. And that's why I love probability, everybody. That is, not only did I get a 6, a 5 on my wrath die, another 5, and another 5, which would make it a 5 already, I got an extra 6 to push it. And that's because you gotta know when the void atmosphere mixes with the inside atmosphere, and I compensated. Don't worry, perfect landing, baby. Whoop! Just pull that bad boy right in.
How is he so clueless and yet able to do this?
I think this is we call this accident luck, and
No, but like, is it an Eldari thing? Maybe.
oh god, don't tell him that. Just keep it to yourself, Daniel. Just he doesn't need any more puffing up.
There we go. Another successful landing, everybody. Please thank your captain on the way out. And the peanuts did cost money. Don't eat them. I don't know where they came from. All right. Well,
I don't even know what a peanut is.
Huh?
What the hell's a peanut?
What are these things? There's these things like all over randomly inside the ship. These like gross little. I don't know what they are. Doesn't matter.
Those are packing grubs.
Packing grubs. What's a packing grub?
Oh, you know they put them in crates, and then you put things around it because they cocoon the stuff within the crate, and then afterwards they eat the whole crate. So like it cleans itself up.
So, like if someone ate them just for fun while they were piloting a ship to pass time because they assumed they might have been peanuts, probably fine.
I mean, they're long dead. They're long dead, so you're probably okay. But it's not going to be great for your digestion. Well, I don't know. I don't know about
It's not how
Eldari
digestion works, but I mean
This isn't. Hold on. I've heard tales of an ancient Xenos plant known as a watermelon. That if their seeds get inside you, they will grow inside you a plant, a watermelon, and will kill you. This isn't a watermelon situation.
I do not believe so. No.
Oh, thank God. I have nightmares about that.
I mean, you're talking about eating bugs that were on the ship that was buried in a Tyranid-infested facility.
Yeah, but they're dead bugs, like you guys were saying. At least it's not, some weird carnivorous Xenos plant. I'm good.
Do you want to
like,
open the door and get
Oh,
off,
yeah.
or are we going to have this conversation?
Yeah, it's one of those buttons on the side of the door. If you guys could hit that, I'm too busy lounging.
Yeah, it was an okay landing. Anyways, I opened the door.
All right. There is one of the staff sort of is greeting you as you are getting off the vessel. It's one of the maintenance cargo guys from Houston, sir. I'm ready to help you. You guys okay? Everything all right? You need anything?
Yeah. We're fine.
We're
fine.
good. We're good. What was your name again, soldier?
From Houston.
From Houston?
Nick from Houston.
Nick from Houston. All right. Well,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Is your middle name from, or is your last name from Houston?
My name is from Houston. I'm from the Houston family.
Oh my God. Is this like an Abbott and Costello situation? Am I gonna have to
No,
ask who's on first? Yeah.
Jay, you're being offensive. I think you're just assuming there's two words there, but it's not. It's just one word.
Oh. Okay. Well, Nick from Houston, thank you for attending to our beautiful landing and exit. What's the situation? Is the son of the prophet? Have we been spotted by any of the other pirates? Can we kind of get out of here and get back to the flexible demeanor?
The pirates seem to have mostly left the area, at least from what we saw. I was sent down here by Manbrush to tell you everything was going on. Is there stuff on the ship, on the shuttle that we need to start unloading?
Well, you need to start unloading all of the gunk. I mean, like, this needs a deep clean. It's been sitting there for centuries and has tyrannid guts all over it.
And if you see a thing that looks like a peanut, it's not don't eat it. But don't worry, not a watermelon. But I'm trying to get the enunciation right. Not quite there yet. But good luck with the cleaning. Do we think there's anything on this? It's a cargo ship, right? Like, could there be like...
All right, clean it out. Open it up and clean it out. Let's go. Nick says as he sort of starts gesturing to some of the other support crew that's here. There's about 30 random maintenance staff that are around the hangar. A dozen of them are being sort of sent over to here while others are working on other things and whatnot. You do see there's also a dozen armsmen who are here to blast anything or get it ready to launch to save you, but it seems like they're able to stand down and they're actually just kind of resting and enjoying the fact they don't really have anything to do here.
Yeah, that's right. Always at the ready, those armsmen. One of them seems like he's sleeping. Is someone sleeping? What?
He's meditating. You should, take note.
Let me try something. Roban, good to see you, buddy. Glad you came down here to inspect our arrival. And I look back to see what the armsmen do.
They all sort of stand at attention a little bit more and are looking around and oh, captain on the deck, as they are sort of saluting as they see you. But they don't know where Roban is when you say that.
They're just looking around. Nice to know that Roban commands more respect than Andrew and I.
Well, he does, demand respect via danger. You and I are just kind of dunces, and he's actually scary.
Whoa. That's your opinion. My opinion is we are pretty great. Keep up what you're doing, Armsman.
We're all talking over each other.
Here, I'll say that. I'll say my last line again.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty great. Keep up what you're doing over there, Armsman. Glad you're here to salute us in our return.
Yeah, not scary. That's the whole point. We're not scary.
What?
And maybe some other scary thing happens because a large creature starts bounding towards you, Jay.
What? What do you mean, large creature? I turn around and do I see a large creature, Daniel? Or do I instead see my close buddy who I left on this ship, Mr. Mistopheles?
I think of him as a large creature, but yes, it is your cat monster, Mr. Mistopheles.
My cat monster. Don't call him that, Daniel. Here you are, buddy. Yes. And he's big. So, he runs up to me and, literally tackles me.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a lot of energy. Yes, buddy. Okay, Daddy's standing up. Okay.
You just look over at me and you just see me whispering, just bring out your fangs and I'll just put you down and don't have to think about you.
We all love you, little buddy.
Got my gun pointed at it.
Andrew, it's Mr. Mistopheles. You love Mr. Mistopheles. And I point at you and I assume, what does Mr. Mistopheles do as I'm beckoning him towards Andrew?
He just sort of looks at him almost dismissively and then looks back at you and is trying to he's kneading his little hands on your leg. I guess they're not really that little hands, but he's sort of pushing you a little bit with his
just
hands,
breaking my bones subtly in my legs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, there you are, buddy. I'm sorry we couldn't bring you on the trip, but we both know pirates, they've got birds. And you, Mr. Mistopheles, you love to eat birds. Yes, you do. That's why I love you so much. Eat all those colorful birds, Mr. Mistopheles. Yes. But next time, buddy, you're definitely coming on the mission. We almost died, so maybe, good thing you didn't come on this mission.
All right. All right, let's
Andrew,
move it along
what
already.
is with this? Is it Gyrinx? Gyrinx? What is this thing that I can never remember besides cat monster, but I should try to call it by its real name, right?
It's a Gyrinx.
Okay.
It's a
You know what-
Stupid Aeldari cat piece of crap.
What?
And I just start walking over.
What is this? And also, Daniel, you know what you could call this guy Rinks is Mr. Mistopheles, because that's his name, all right? Everybody loves Mr. Mistopheles. Isn't that right, buddy? All right, well, I guess, I don't know, make it back to Manbrush and see what the situation is and get on out of here.
All right. All of a sudden, Mr. Mistopheles starts growling.
Mr. Mistopheles.
Yeah, cat. I don't like you either. Go away.
It's okay. He didn't mean anything by it, Mr. Mistopheles. He's grumpy sometimes, all right? He's just jealous because you're so cute and adorable. Look at your little buddy.
Make awareness checks. Difficulty
awareness.
5.
Is this like the awareness of me about to murder his cat? I mean,
I swear.
become friends with his
Don't
cat.
look. Don't kill the cat. Don't kill the cat. Come on, man.
Some might say that you should save the cat. I feel like it would, give everyone a good perspective.
Yeah. If anything, we should save this cat.
All right, my awareness is a 6. What's the difficulty?
5.
What? Did the cat find a
okay,
laser on the ground that it's trying to chase?
My awareness is a 7.
All right.
So, I hope my bionics help me here.
All right. Well, that roll wasn't too bad. I had a 6. I had a 4, which is a 3, so it's not a 5. Oh wait, that's a 1 on my wrath die.
Okay. Well, I got exactly a 6 with a 6, a 6, a 4, and a 5, and nothing significant on my wrath die.
You know
So
why?
those are very
'Cause
different
you
results.
can see the spectrum that laser pointers operate in with your mechanical eyes, so you also have caught the laser pointer. It's distracting my cat. Right, Daniel? It's just a laser pointer that has a difficulty of 5 to see.
So, as the sort of back of the cargo shuttle that you flew out here is lowered down, and the maintenance crew is sort of looking there, they heard that they're gonna have to clean up stuff. So, like, some of them have like mops and things like that, like getting ready to go. The cat is growling at the door, and Andrew, you see that sort of squatting in the shuttle, sort of almost curled up into a ball of armored something, is a really big tyrannid.
Oh, shit. Everybody get out. Evacuate the area immediately. Get out of here.
Whoa. Hey, hold on. Mr. Mistopheles is not going to hit anybody or attack anyone or bite anybody. Isn't that right, buddy? You're fine. You're totally fine. Don't listen to what he says.
Mr. Mistopheles rushes towards the thing.
Whoa. Where are you going?
That's going to be the one on your raft eyes that your cat is maybe going to
No.
throw
Yes.
itself at this
No,
thing.
I will kill everyone here if he dies.
Feed yourself to the monster cat.
No. This is very bad. I see him running, and I see that he's running towards a thing that is, you said it's unfurling in the back of this cargo?
Yeah, it's like unfurling in the back of this thing. Andrew, what sort of check do you want to make to try to get the people away quickly?
And the cat,
There's
and the
just
cat.
a moment where you see this before everyone else. Jay did not see it. We established that. But Andrew, you did.
I actually did increase some of my stats so that I'm actually able to communicate with people, but I feel like in this moment, the best thing for me to do is probably not persuasion, but intimidation.
Yeah, I think that's a totally valid choice here.
Okay, I have an intimidation of 7. Here we go.
Just difficulty 3 for this one.
All right. Well, I only failed with one of my dice, and my wrath die was a 6.
My God. You put the fear... I mean, hey, I think you're resetting the expectations that they think we're dunces here.
It's like all the light in the room, it doesn't actually do this, but it's like everybody perceives the light in the room starts to fade out and become dark, and all they can see is me and these just 2 glowing eyes and just a calm voice. Leave the room now.
Is this like a Gandalf moment of like, you call me a conjurer of cheap tricks?
Yes, exactly.
All the lights
I love
dim
that
and
data
get
slate.
bright. I love that old data slate. So good.
Well, that 6 on your wrath die, if you would like, you could also scare Mr. Mistopheles.
Do it. Scare my cat.
Oh.
I'll allow it this once.
I gotta think about this for a second. Do I
Andrew.
let the cat kill itself.
I'm using all of our glory to
Yeah,
narrative.
he's gonna start spending glory to save.
Oh,
the
I
cat,
will.
so maybe-
I'll spend it all, buddy. No one hurts this cat.
I will allow it. It's in my control, and I strike fear into the cat. So now, from now on, it sees me as the alpha. So it will obey what I say.
Another
Well-
fellow predator on the ship.
We'll see about that. But so in this moment where Andrew starts robotically but terrifyingly demanding everyone to leave, most of them start to run just because of what you said, and then also this creature that it sort of like stands up at its full height and almost breaks out of the shuttle as it pounds forward, smashing through everything. You're realizing this thing is like the size of a tank.
Oh God, Jay, we need to run.
This is. Do I need to make you roll for this? I think you probably know what this is. This is a carnifex.
Jay, we need to.
What?
We need to get the hell out of here.
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
what? This is a carnifex? When you
This is a
described how big
carnifex.
it was, I was like, oh, it's like as big as a carnifex in my mind. But no way did I connect the dots that this would actually be one.
It just shoves aside a landing craft like it's not even there. Oh my God.
yes.
We need to go.
By the way, when I see this in its full form and I register what it is, my mind splits into two things. It's 80%, oh fuck, that's a carnifex. And then 20% is like, hey, cool, a carnifex. But still
Now,
80%
to
is
be
pure
clear,
fear.
A carnifex is a massive 8-ton,
Jeez.
4.5 meter tall siege weapon of a tyrannid that will battle Imperium tanks and stuff like that. And now
It may or
one-
may not be referred to as a living battering ram.
But its greatest weakness, tiny swords, right?
and
Greatest
delicious
weakness?
cats.
No. How dare you?
it has 4 huge claws, and armored plating all over it, and it's engine of destruction, if you will. This one also not attached to a hive mind. It's just been sitting here in this this cargo shuttle for a very long time, and now is awake and going crazy.
That's good. It's real good.
How long until
We die.
the cargo bay is empty of people?
That depends. There's about like 40 people in here, like 45, because there's the armsmen, there's the random maintenance people, there's you guys, there's me. What were you thinking here?
Okay, where is the nearest computer console?
There's one. You'd have to run a little ways to the wall here, but you could get to a computer console with one move.
I see what you're doing here, Andrew. You're going to challenge the Carnifex to its greatest weakness, a duel of Grimdark Tetris, which, as we know, whoever loses in Grimdark Tetris is Exterminatist. I love it. Perfect.
But before you do that, the Carnifex is going to seize the initiative.
Oh,
No,
God.
but I have questions for it.
I was very happy because it was for such a long time being one singular piece of being, and I don't like being bisected. Not again. So, Jay, you're on your own.
What? Well, I would do something about this, but I believe this thing is going first.
It goes first. That's what sees the initiative is.
That is horrible.
It roars, and you are going to need to make fear checks.
Oh
now.
no.
Good. Good.
This is against our
Good.
willpower, I remember, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just against willpower flat, or is there an actual skill we're taking this against?
You have to make a resolve roll
Ugh.
to.
Well,
to
that's
resist the fear.
willpower -1, which is not great because it's less than good.
So what's your resolve, Jay? 'Cause I
my
wanna make
resolve
sure
is a
it's-
5 because my willpower is a 6 because I got psychic powers, but
Uh-huh.
still not great. What's yours?
I'd rather not say. Let's just roll.
What's the
Well, it
difficulty?
is a terrifying presence.
Agreed.
So you must make a difficulty 3 terror test.
Okay.
All right, I mean that's doable.
It's passable for you, right? You've seen horrible things. You're gonna be fine, buddy. You got this. All right, here we go. I'll have you know that not only did I pass, I got 2 6s, and one of them was on my wrath die, baby. You know why? You know why this happens, Daniel? For me, is because this proud papa nearly saw his cat child go to the death against this carnifex, and I will not break my resolve while my child is here. So I will fight this thing or run courageously away with Mr. Mistopheles from it. So that's my result.
Well, I fail.
Oh.
I only had a resolve of 2.
Oh
So-
my god.
I could only pass on a 6 and another pass, and I miraculously rolled 2 5s, but a 5 is not a 6.
No.
So I'm afraid.
So you suffer +2 difficulty on all tests until the end of the scene, or if an ally passes a leadership test of difficulty 2 plus the fear value. So it would be difficulty 5 leadership test to break you out of that.
What's your leadership, Jay?
My leadership is a little better. I took some leadership courses over the last 6 months, and I've got a leadership of 7.
So not great against a 5, but doable.
So wait, I can leadership Andrew?
Yes, but you would
Ooh.
have to do that on your turn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Prepare to be leadered. Prepare to be.
Okay.
And Andrew, you are not the only one who is afraid of this thing. Most of the hangar is also afraid of this thing. You see a lot of the maintenance workers running in shock. A couple of the armsmen open fire and are screaming as they're opening up with their las guns to little effect at this point. If you're going to evacuate people out of here, like you were sort of saying, you're going to need to calm some people down, or you're going to have to wait for them to get eaten by a carnifex.
Oh no.
I mean, like, listen, all of their reactions were logical reactions, screaming, running in terror, and firing your weapons in, abject horror.
Yes.
All logical reactions to a carnifex.
they're all reading the manual we passed out, that says, in case you're fucked, and it just has like a big monster about to eat a guy in like a little guard suit with a las gun, and they're just flipping the pages like, oh, carnifex, here it is. Real bad, real bad, run. Shit.
So the first thing the carnifex does is it's going to make a charge move, which lets him use his living battering ram ability.
Ugh.
That's not going to really apply for you guys, but it's just going to run straight at one of the sentinel walkers that's standing near this as he just sort of takes it down completely.
Oh my god.
But I'm
Wait.
going to roll a d6 to see if there's any damage in addition to that. Okay, he rolled a 1. Okay, so he just he just completely destroys this sentinel walker.
So it just charges into it and it just completely crunches basically under the weight of it.
Yeah, it crumbles. It's still sort of there. Like the metal is still there, but this thing is not walking anywhere. I mean, I guess the las cannon on it is still sort of attached. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
almost like it saw the sentinel as like a rival predator.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Maybe there's a way we can distract it with some of these other pieces of equipment in here or vehicles. And
There's one other sentinel in here, is what I established. Anything else will need to be established through narrative declarations that you use resources for.
Well, I did just roll a 6 on my fear check, so we know that I've got at least 1 glory for narrative declaration purposes. But that last sentinel. Okay.
So
Okay.
who wants to go first, Jay or Andrew?
Is Mr. Well, here's a very important question. Is Mr. Mistopheles now near the carnifex after a charge, or do I feel like Mr. Mistopheles is safely out of the orbit of this thing?
As much as anyone in this hangar is safe, he is safe.
Okay. What I'm saying is he's not like immediately adjacent to this thing, and the carnifex just turns around and goes, squish. Okay. Andrew, let's, I was going to say huddle up, but can maybe Andrew and I together do like, let's call it like a tactical appraisal of like just a quick inventory of like, what do we have on us that we think can actually A, hurt a carnifex, and B, if that all else fails, like what are our options? Like taking a tactical assessment of the room. Can we do something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What should we roll for tactical appraisal? Or, I don't know, cunning or awareness? Or what do you think makes the most sense?
You tell me which skill you want to use, and depending on which skill you use, you'll get different results.
Okay. I think Jay would use cunning, because that's primarily what I rely on to get out of sticky situations. Now, Andrew, I would argue that since you're more technically minded, you might look for like the tech that you can crack or enhance or whatever in here, is my argument, at least.
Well, I'm not thinking rationally because I'm scared. I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. So
that's good.
I'm going to roll for one of my stats to use.
Oh my God. Pilot! I mean, these could all be answers.
I'm going to use awareness.
Okay, that's not a terrible one. I'm going to roll for my cunning. I've got a 6. What's the difficulty here, Daniel?
Difficulty is going to be, to just see what's in here, it's going to be a 3. To get more information or to come up with something awesome, you'll need to push some 6s, though.
Okay.
All right, so 5 for me. Good.
Well, here's the thing. I passed, Daniel. Just barely on 3. No 6s to push. I did roll a 1 on my wrath die, so great.
And I failed because I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
Good.
I'm like,
this is all good.
Machines.
So I do pass. So I have a look around of like what's going on, but I guess I would argue with my 1, if there's something really awesome in immediate view, I don't see it right now.
All right, well, for your 1, I actually have a funny idea.
Yes.
It would be like a fun narrative. Like you come up with an idea, you're like, oh, there's that thing over there. And then like literally right as you point at it, the carnifex goes over and just crushes it.
Yes, I love that.
It's like, oh, we can use those boxes.
No, you know what it is?
To blow them up.
We got a shipment. We got a shipment. I've been waiting forever to get a shipment of fusion guns because I've wanted to try them out. These like tank killing melta guns. I was like, oh right, I stocked some here on the ship. Yes, they finally arrived. My fusion guns. I've had interactions with them in the past. Oh, they're here somewhere. And I turn around and it just crunches the entire box.
I think what we're going to say there is, it is kind of wild that you made up something for it to immediately.
It's an inverse narrative declaration. We found the polar opposite.
It's not even really a punishment if you just make something up for it to immediately be destroyed because it didn't exist.
Oh, come on.
But what I will say is, this means there are not only not these fusion guns that were totally there this whole time, also there are no real hand weapons that are kicking around that will be useful here. I know this is like sort of an armed ship, but any weapons that were here are crushed by the carnifex.
I love it. You know what it was?
Any handheld weapons.
You know what it was?
An armory. It's just like a cargo bay, so that makes perfect sense.
Exactly what happened was the fusion guns arrived, and I was very excited, but we kept them stored here before testing it. And because I wanted to feel really excited about it, I put it with all the other guns in one area to be like, look at all of our guns! And it just steps on our entire... just crushes all of our boxes of weapons.
Wait, Jay. You didn't take all of the guns out of the armory and put them in those boxes, did
But
you?
it looked really cool. I was going to take a picture. I was going to look at all the guns we've got in these fusion guns. How rare and sweet.
Kidding me?
What?
Are you kidding me?
Am I supposed to plan for a carnifex to appear on our port and destroy all of them? That's not in the manual, or is it? And I pull out the You're Fucked manual. I'm flipping.
Page 73.
Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Don't store all your guns. Oh, boy, I got to refresh myself on the book. Damn it. Well, you know what they say. You got to do the work just like everybody else. And, yep, this one's on me.
So you did succeed, though. you did succeed on your cunning.
Yes.
However, we've eliminated one of the things that you could use in the situation. The other thing I'm gonna say, at least off the top of your head, the other sentinel in here is not only theoretically like something that it could view as a predator or something like that. Both of the sentinels are equipped with heavy las cannons, which could punch through a carnifex's armor.
That is useful.
You also theoretically have your sword that cuts through armor very well, but seems like that would be a dangerous proposition.
Yeah, I'd have to be real close to the big old scary thing. Now, look, I fought a Wraith Guard with this, but comparatively, a Wraith Guard is not a Carnifex.
That
So,
is a toy.
Yeah.
like,
To a Carnifex.
and even so, like a Wraith Guard, like it had a gun, so I assumed at the time that it was more about pew-pewing than punching. This thing is all about punching, and don't want to be near it. Okay, so we've got a
And the
sentinel.
other thing that I would say is theoretically, and I think Andrew was maybe thinking about this, you could open the airlock.
What? That wasn't where I was going. I wasn't going to blast it. I was totally going to blast it out the airlock.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually super afraid, so it's actually probably not the best idea because I might decide to not wait till everybody's out of the room.
But there's also in this room, there is, I mean, we established there's not any weapons, but there is like any sort of like, I don't know, there's like cargo, like trolleys and stuff
and
here.
cranes.
And like crane. Yeah, there's some stuff here and there that we could sort of figure out. Maybe narrative declaration a little bit, but there is anything that you would think you would need to load and unload cargo in this area, as well as some armed troops and one sentinel.
One sentinel. That's all we need. Wait a second. I think I've got a plan forming here. Andrew, do you know how to pilot a sentinel?
I do actually. Are we thinking the same plan?
I think so. My plan, if it's the same as yours, is I distract it, you get in the sentinel, and blast the hell out of it, and worst case scenario, we pull the airlock. And I think we can survive. Here's my rationale. You know how I'm going to distract it? And you see me looking back and eyeing the cargo ship. Eh?
Okay. There's just one problem with your plan. I like most of it.
Okay.
But you forgot that when I get into the Sentinel,
Uh-huh.
I yell something compelling so that it makes me less afraid.
Yell something compelling
And
to
look
make you less
cool
afraid.
at the same time.
Someone could yell something to make you less afraid. Interesting. Well, buddy, I don't think you need to yell anything to make yourself feel less afraid, because damn it, you're one of the most fearless sons of bitches I know out here, and I'm going to make a leadership check.
Okay.
Da-na-na-na-na. My leadership is a 7. Here we go. What's my difficulty to unfear him?
It's 5.
Ooh, okie dokie.
It's 2 plus the initial difficulty of the roll.
Well, I got some wrath, and I have a glory. I don't think the glory can help me in this situation, but the wrath certainly can. Here we go. All right, that actually, okay, well, maybe it wasn't as amazing. I got, that's a 4 so far, but I need a 5, right? So I will pop one of my wrath to inspire Andrew, reminding him what a cold-hearted bastard he is.
And this can inspire everyone in the hangar, if you would like, if you want to shout it out or get on a loudspeaker or something.
All right, so I reroll. Oh, that was fucking great. I literally only missed with 1. So that is a 7 on my leadership. So 2 above the difficulty. So I look in Andrew's eyes and remind him, dude, you have fought demons. You've been sliced in half. You've been sliced vertically. This motherfucker's got nothing on you. And just reminding him of the terrible trauma. Dude, you withstood a fucking wraith cannon to the body. Not a single thing, not even that fucking carnifex could take that shit. Are you gonna let this carnifex just get up all on your wraith cannon indestructible body business?
You know what? You're right. He ain't shit. I took a wraith cannon to the face. It took half of my face off.
Yeah.
You ain't shit, Carnifex. And I just start pointing and yelling at it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then I was
but
like,
keep it calm.
That's
Keep
probably not the best
Keep
idea.
it calm. We don't want to get it over here. And I quickly like tap into the loudspeaker. I said, "You idiots! It's page 112. Get your shit together." And all of them flip to the "You're fucked" page, and it just says like, "Listen, you're probably already dead, so go out doing something cool and be organized." And I'm like, yeah. It's like the front of the book is always like, "You took this job. You're probably already dead. So whatever you can do here, do it doing something cool." I'm like, yeah, doing something cool. So that's what I'm trying to impart on these soldiers.
Okay. So the soldiers here sort of are inspired by that, and they're more focusing on it. They're going back to the training to deal with this. There's like one crack grenade amongst the entire group, unfortunately, which is like the only thing that they really have to mess with it, but they're sort of getting together and focusing on trying to fight it, which means that they will serve as a distraction, at least for now, to the carnifex.
Okay. Andrew?
However, giving this speech was your turn, Jay.
Yeah, I figured it was.
You can't do anything
But we've got the plan. We've got a plan.
All right, now I don't need to inspire myself after I get into the Sentinel anymore. I can just yell something really cool.
Yeah, and you will. It's Andrew's turn, isn't it?
It is Andrew's turn, yes.
You got this, buddy.
All right, well, I immediately run over to the Sentinel, and I want to get it started and pilot this sucker.
All right. So that means you're going to need to, turning it on is not difficult, but getting it like on quickly and ready to go might take a check here. Which skill you think you want to use here?
I think I would use tech use, because I can like actually, unlike a normal person that has to like, move the sticks and control this thing, I can actually like plug into it. So, and I've been inspired by being told of what a badass I am, which I recorded all of that, so Jay can't go back on it.
Who inspired you? Who inspired you, Andrew?
Someone irrelevant, probably a cat.
Hey, I'll take that. Remember, Mr. Mistopheles made this happen.
Yeah, so can I use like tech use to like make myself the Sentinel? Like just plug
That's
into it?
not the typical use of the skill, but sure. That's gonna be a difficulty 5 check to do that. And you're not gonna have full control of it, but you'll have enough control of it.
All right. I'll take it. All right, here we go. I got really good tech use, so hopefully I don't fuck this up. All right. I will be using Wrath to reroll the
Oh
dice.
no.
That was so bad. I have 10 dice, and I passed with 2.
Oh boy. That's real bad.
Okay, that was actually a very good reroll, though. So I'm down 1 Wrath. Nothing special on my Wrath die, but I'm able to push 2 6s, Daniel.
Ooh. 2 6s.
All right, you are not going to suffer any penalties to like for your attack. You could just use your ranged attack skill when you're shooting this last cannon at it, because your mind is in this thing. You're not going to make any sort of piloting checks or anything like that. You are this Sentinel for all intents and purposes, which might be a problem if it tries to destroy the Sentinel, but yeah.
And of course,
as soon as I get it,
he jacked in so well that he triggered the last song that was playing on the Sentinel's tape deck, which was like Led Zeppelin. So it's just like blasting, like, yeah!
And since my voice goes through the Vox speakers on the Sentinel, it just hears in a very robotic but sort of mean, angry voice towards the Carnifex. Get away from them, you bitch!
One of us had to say it. I'm glad that you got there.
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody was gonna like try to get any cargo
lifters. I was like, where are the cargo lifters?
Where's that cargo lifter? Oh, I should have said the thing that it finds is the cargo lifter and destroys it first. And we're like, damn it. You only get so many chances, and fuck.
Well, I think the immediate reaction to that would have been like, well, I mean, that pull is gone. Might as well blow the ship up at this point.
Yeah. Damn it, I can't reenact that moment I've always wanted. Shit. Cool. Well, what does this stupid Carnifex do?
It is going to attack this mob of armsmen that you have here. They're not guardsmen. I'm saying armsmen because these guys are not part of the Imperial Guard.
Now, I have to ask, Daniel, before you attack, did that sweet crack grenade and any of that last fire do anything to this Carnifex?
Yeah, I was actually going to roll that before they died. I was going to figure out how much damage the crack
Before they died, they might live.
I mean, before they get attacked. Before they
Before rise in
they're
heroism to be remembered forever, of course.
Yeah, it only has claws the size of a small tank, but I'm sure they're fine.
These are Roban's rumblers, all right? They are well trained. One is still asleep.
Robots rumblers?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
Listen, to be fair, he didn't want to call them that. I insisted on it, so, I like it.
So you call them Raban's rumblers, but
It's
no
true.
one
It's not
else
on any
does.
of their paperwork, and they don't
Are you
respond to
sure
it.
these are even Raban's rumblers, or do you just call any of Raban's men that
Listen,
are in a group?
we
near
got
you
a lot of
Raban's
soldiers
rumblers?
on their ship. We got a lot of soldiers on this ship. Like, one group is bound to be Roban's rumblers, all right? I forget which one it was.
Do you have any idea how many armsmen we actually have? Because it's a lot.
17, right? Maybe more? I don't know.
So they're attacking as a mob, but they only have the one crack grenade. So they're getting bonuses to the attack, but they're not going to get to make extra attacks.
It's enough. It's enough for the rumblers.
Let's see. What's its defense? It only has a defensive 2. It's pretty easy to... It's not good at dodging attacks. It's mostly just about absorbing the attacks.
It is a mobile wall.
Mm.
Okay, so the crack grenade does 14 damage.
Yeah.
5 extra damage dice with a 2 armor piercing. So let's see if
Hell
any
yeah.
of those dice convert. Ooh. 7 extra damage from the crack grenade.
What?
Whoa!
3 6s and a 5.
That's freaking amazing. How much
Okay,
damage is that
I'm
all in?
Converted. I mean, I'm converted. These are Raban's rumblers, apparently.
You see what happens is the crack grenade goes off and like the smoke clears, Andrew, and you're like zeroing in with your goggle eyes. You see like the blast like blew off some of like their like armament, and you see like one of them just like prepping for the explosion. They're just like flexing, and you see like on their shoulder there's like a tattoo of like Roban just like screaming up at the sky, and it just says Roban's rumblers underneath there. Yeah.
Because, of course, against the carnifex, because all bets are off, they just roll up their sleeves so we can see
This
tattoos.
is absolutely an Arnold moment, where he's just like he's just flexing. No, this is a Guile from the much loved now in the 41st century, the much loved Street Fighter movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, where he just he flexes the bicep and the shoulder is just like the giant American flag.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Everybody
Sorry,
knows what I'm talking about, all right, Daniel? Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I have to do a little bit of math because there's a bunch of big numbers here.
Well, don't worry, I
okay.
covered you with all that muscle flexing description.
Yeah, I appreciate all of that. Okay. Yeah, it hits the carnifex pretty hard. And the carnifex is actually like thrown back for a moment.
Hell
as,
yeah.
Like, it is now bleeding, and as some of its armor plates are damaged.
Yes, the rumblers. I told you.
But now it's going to attack the
Oh no, the rumblers.
Oh!
Not our rumblers.
All right, it is going to attack right now with its crushing claws. It's going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
And it has second strike, so it is better at doing that. So let's see here. Okay, it is going to hit them twice, and it's going to charge at them as well, which means it gets to use its living battering ram.
No,
I'm sure they're fine, Jay. Positive thinking.
they're fine. Flex.
So it gets to roll a d6 for every enemy that it's engaged with when it does that charge. So there are 15 of them.
Oh my
So-
god.
Ooh,
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
they're good.
Positive thinking. Send them by.
So
Vibes.
every die it rolls, it does that many mortal wounds to them.
Ha!
So look, I could do all the math here, and what they're dead. They're dead. It rolled very well.
And in a blenderous motion with a monster the size of the tank, all that's left is red mist and flying body parts.
My God. That was just compounding. You're like, hits with his 2 claws, and he's going to hit twice. Oh, no, he's going to rush into them with a battering ram. Oh, he's doing that again as well. Oh, God. Just, how hard can these rumblers flex? Nope, they're all dead.
No, they're all dead. I'm sorry to say.
They've been pasted. No.
They are dead.
They died
which,
how they lived.
Which is
Flexing.
terrifying the other, the sort of maintenance staff that was in here. A couple of which have also died because they were like hiding near the armsmen.
Wow. Well,
But
at least
they are like trying to run out with Nicholas from Houston is leading them to try to run out of there.
Well, at least Nick from Houston can get him out. And
Yeah.
upside here, Andrew, that was only the Rumblers that went down. If it was the Raptors, we'd be in really, really poor shape. Robon's Raptors,
Also,
they are
I've
some
been
tough
reading
sons
the
of bitches.
pamphlet.
What?
Oh, I've been reading the pamphlet. The Tumblers are also still with us. So I mean,
Yeah, the Tumblers.
Why do I feel like you're just making up these names on the spot? I mean, clearly that can't be true because
No.
I know that you guys are professionals and wouldn't do that.
Of course not. These are all well-respected organizations of our army, which we have 17 of, right? Well, I guess 4 less
if we had
now,
said
right?
something like, yeah, I mean, if you had said something like the Bounders, I mean, of course that's made up.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
that's
rest are
not a
definitely
real
legit.
organization, but we are piloting a Bounders team, and we're gonna figure out if that one's gonna stick, because who knows? Nice. So is the carnifex done murdering all of our soldiers?
The carnifex is done. Yes, the carnifex is done.
Well, then I gotta move into position, because this only works, I think, if we provide an appropriate distraction, which I give Mr. Mistopheles the eye to be like, come on, buddy, and point to the cargo ship and run in and leap into the cargo ship and try to make my way to the pilot's chair to ignite this thing and get it off the ground to get its attention. Do you need me to make some sort of check to get this bad boy up and running?
Difficulty 3 pilot check to get it going quickly.
All right. Well, I've got a pilot of 7 because I am a master. Let's
Daniel,
do this.
Is he gonna pull out something miraculous again?
The engine switch is somewhere in here. Here we go.
I feel like he might just be trying to run away. I don't know. But
All right.
I guess that won't work. The airlock's closed.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you about this roll, because Andrew, when you dug so deep into the Sentinel, and you turned on the Led Zeppelin song, and it was just like firing up. You also accidentally linked into the cargo ship, and I enter in, and that song is blasting, because, buddy, my roll is next level. So I needed a 3, right, Daniel? Well,
Yes.
how do you feel about, what is this? This would be a 9 plus a 6 on my Wrath die, baby. I rolled 5 6s and a 5. One of them on my Wrath die. I don't know what happens here, but this is incredible. Classic, over top of the land speeder. I was going to say car, but we all know there's no cars anymore. But one might slide over the roof, or the roof? The engine.
hood.
The engine hood of a land speeder into the seat. I just slide in. Mr. Mistopheles slides right into the co-pilot seat and is hitting the buttons along with me. Mr. Mistopheles knows about piloting. He's been helping me through school. And I fire this bad boy up. I have the directions correct on the, because, the little paper was flipped upside down. And I flung it into reverse with the fire just blasting out of the engine. And I just want to reverse into this carnifex, full speed. Can I do this, Daniel, with the most incredible roll I think I've ever had?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, I think what's going to happen is that as the 6 on your Wrath die, I was going to do some damage from you, ramming it. But instead, how I'm going to simulate that is you are going to attack it as if you used a plasma cannon.
Yes.
Because you are using the engines of this shuttlecraft that you have boosted, or shuttle cargo, whatever it is. You have boosted the engines enough to blast it once with an equivalent of a plasma cannon attack. So we're going to take your piloting check, and that will be the equivalent of your normal attack there.
So I definitely hit it.
Yeah, you hit it. It has a defensive 2.
Oh,
As a defensive
because it's a very big boy. Well, let's hope its resilience isn't as high. It definitely is. So tell me about the stats of a plasma cannon that I'm hitting it with my, full-blown jets to the back of it.
15 damage, 2 extra damage die, 3 armor piercing.
Holy shit. Well, let me roll that extra damage die. That is a...
And also a normal plasma cannon can be supercharged. But you're not doing that with this.
Yeah.
Situation.
I don't, I'll take that I get to hit it with a plasma cannon. I don't think we can argue that I supercharged it. I did get 1 extra damage, so it's going to be damage 16, pen 3, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's what it takes to the whole backside of it.
Okay. That does some damage to it. Not a lot, actually. But that's the, but more importantly, you have pinned it to the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say it's bright and thoroughly distracted at this point. I mean, mission accomplished.
I'm like yelling back, or I'm looking back. I shouldn't be looking back because there isn't like a window.
Yeah.
But I'm looking backwards as it. I'm like pinning it against the wall. I'm like, this is for the rumblers, you son of a bitch! And just like hitting the engine button as hard as I can. You just see like fire just cooking its carapace. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's yelling all these obscenities at it, but the shuttle is it's hermetically sealed, so I just see him moving his mouth and just ramming this thing.
By the way, you also see Mr. Mistopheles yelling backwards as well, and all of his stuff is subtitled.
I'm like, the cat talks?
I won't say what Mr. Mistopheles is saying, but you insert your own subtitle that you think is appropriate.
Yeah, well, and it's weird because it automatically plugs it into my Vox network in my head, and it's a very low, soothing voice, and it's in a different language that I don't understand.
Nice.
There's never been a cat as clever as Mr. Mistopheles.
You're damn right, Daniel. Someone had to say it. Oh, the low-hanging fruit. It's right there. Well, I think if I remember correctly, that means Andrew's up with a super sweet kitted out Sentinel, right? We agreed that it has 15 last cannons on it. Is that what the correct number was?
No, you lowballed. It's got 100 last
Oh,
cannons.
thank God. We stacked all those last cannons.
It's just got a las cannon. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to shoot the last cannon.
Las cannon is pretty powerful. It's also reliable. So if you roll a complication, it doesn't happen. Las cannons don't break. Las weapons are awesome like that. You're going to have to blast this thing.
So anyway, I started blasting. Here we go. Well, it's a good thing it's reliable because I rolled a 1 on my wrath die.
No, so bad.
Well,
so that's
actually,
nice.
of the things to get a 1 on your wrath die for, it's good because it ignores essentially the first 1 on a wrath die that you get in the scene.
Oh, that's great.
So the las cannon is just, that's the thing that all las weapons have. They're just so damn reliable. That's why the Empire uses them so much.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, I may have rolled a 1 on my wrath die, and thankfully the game, knew and it protected me from my own foolishness. But I was able to... it was also a very good roll. I rolled 3 5s and 3 6s. So...
Well, you only need 2 to hit it, so...
Yeah. And so the last cannon has damage 18.
Yes.
3 extra damage dice, so that'll be 6 extra damage dice, and AP 3.
I like this.
Here we go.
I like this.
Okay, so that's 22 damage, pen 3.
Wow. Wow. To be fair, the setup here was perfect because I've pinned it against the wall, giving Andrew just a clean shot. It's not moving. So just between the eyes, Andrew, between the eyes.
Okay, so is it dead? And if so, does the last shot go through it and into the bulkhead? Because that's always a problem.
No, that never happens.
Well, it doesn't happen because it's not dead yet. It screams in pain. It screams in pain as you blast it, but it's still alive.
Wait.
I would like to say narratively, Andrew, you did try to shoot it between the eyes, but you only got one of its eyes. You only got one eye, Andrew. You know what that means.
Okay. Narratively, this means that we have to use our glory to open the cargo bay and blast it into space.
Yep.
Because we can't kill it at this point because it's old one eye.
That's correct.
I don't know what that is.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're setting up a great monster. The legend is being born.
Okay, no, that's a fort. I don't know about Tyranids, I guess. Daniel hasn't researched about Tyranids.
Daniel, it's Tyrannids. Everyone knows it's pronounced Tyrannids, all right? It's not like anyone's corrected us before and said Tyranids. That seems
I thought it was
Crazy.
pronounced Zerg, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
I
that's
don't-
right,
I
that's
don't
right. That's the yeah. That's the high
No,
Gothic.
You
That's
gotta
the
go
high
by
Gothic term,
ancient-
Daniel.
You got to go by the ancient Latin version, which is xenomorphs.
That's right. A lot of
I mean,
layers.
they're all xenomorphs. Like the thing, if they it is a like that's why we call them xenos. Like, they're all xenomorphs.
Yes, of course, not directly in relation to something else.
I'm
Yeah,
glad we found the root of all of this because it's still alive. So what?
and
what happens
thrashing
here?
against the shuttlecraft. I
No,
guess?
it doesn't want to do that.
It's going to try to break your shuttlecraft into pieces.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, I've got the magic of a loving cat nearby me, and he will protect me from all harm. Right, Mr. Mistopheles? And I turn and I look at him like crawling and trying to get out the window. Mr. Mistopheles, what are you doing?
Also, I will say that it's beneficial that you didn't go front first because then you'd be butted
Oh,
up right against.
no,
the
that was
carnifex.
on purpose. I've got some smarts sometimes. I definitely, if it's got to chew through, it's got to chew its way from the back up to me. So,
I'm
Daniel,
gonna
what does
have
it do to this cargo ship?
It's going to attack the cargo ship. It cannot charge this time.
Yeah.
Because it is stuck. But it's going to use both of its claws on you. The monstrous scything talons.
Mm-hmm. It can try.
Of which it has 2 pairs of them.
So what is the difficulty rating to hit a big shuttle that's on it? I'm guessing like a 7.
Well, to be fair, the shuttle is pinning it, so getting a good swing on something that's burning your face is probably still challenging.
I'm just doing 2. I'm just doing 2.
Oh.
I think is what that's going to be.
Damn.
It's not particularly skilled with weapons. Its bigger deal is that when it hits you with its weapons, you die.
Makes sense.
No, but it still definitely hits the shuttle. Let's see.
I didn't want to give you a moment of reprieve there. I just wanted to explain its stats. You're still going to die. This thing was bred to murder large vehicles, and guess what you're in?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it just kicked... Remember, that was the same shuttle it came out of. Like, it literally just kicked it to the side when it first came out.
Yeah, I don't need this.
It's going to do a total of... It's going to hit twice with its 16 damage attack. With armor piercing 3. Yeah.
That seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Well, that was we didn't have that shuttle for very long.
As the shuttle is just sort of torn apart around you.
Oh, good. Now, wait a second. Does it cleave it in 2? Like, what kind of, dangerous scenario am I in here?
From the back, it is just smashing it to pieces, essentially. Working its way towards you as it's just smashing the pieces apart.
Jeez.
It seems to know that you are piloting it.
I would assume it would. I'm like, from my view, because I'm looking at the back, right? Because I said I'm looking backwards yelling at this thing. I just see like one claw go in at the very back. I'm like, oh, and then I see another claw come in like closer up. I'm like, oh, that's no good. And then the first one comes out and comes in even closer. So it's like working its way up to me. I'm like, Mr. Mistopheles, he's still scratching at the window. So if this thing's like destroyed, what do I do to get out of it? Or am I going to take some damage here, Daniel?
You are not going to take any damage. There was actually a thing that I was looking towards. If it had done that, you would have taken damage. It didn't do quite enough damage to the shuttle that you get damage to. But the shuttle is gone now. The shuttle is gone.
As the claws are coming up, I quickly hit like the side door to open it, and it was Mr. Mistopheles, and just dive out the side of it as it just like wrecks this thing.
Does Jay have to do some kind of check when he dives out the side?
No, it's fine. It's all fine. I'm good. I'm graceful.
You do need to make a check.
Okay.
It can be a piloting check if you want, or it could be some other check.
Well, it's
would
either
feel
I
it'd be
assume
athletics.
Probably athletics.
or well, I could have tilted it to be closer to the ground. There's an argument to be made here.
I mean, this thing was blendering the back of the ship. How are
Stop
you
trying to kill
tilting
me
it?
through technicalities.
I'm not. I'm being realistic.
I'll play fair. Athletics is what's the difficulty here, Daniel?
Difficulty 3.
Okay. Well, my athletics is a 5, so here we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that was actually perfect. I got a 4, and then I can push a 6. So I leap out, catch Mr. Mistopheles, and in this like spinning motion in the air, I hit the ground on both of my feet, one slightly bent, one further back behind me, and I slide away from the carnifex holding Mr. Mistopheles. It looks real cool.
Isn't he huge? Like, how heavy is this cat?
Oh, he's
Like,
very
I feel
heavy.
like this-
He's a very heavy cat.
Breaking all the narrative boundaries. with the size of this cat.
That's why the momentum pushed me back in that super cool slide I did, and then I drop Mr. Mistopheles after the momentum stops and I drop him on the ground.
Okay, well, I think I have like literally a moment to shoot this thing one more time before it rips me to pieces. So,
Do it, please.
I'm gonna try and shoot it, Daniel.
Okay.
At this point, I don't even care about the bulkheads behind the thing anymore. It just needs to die.
Is there a way before he shoots this, Daniel?
Oh yeah, I want to open the cargo bay.
Well, I was gonna say, wait, hold on, I'm in here. I'm no longer in a. If I was in a ship, if I was still in the ship, I'd be like, let's do it. But I'm no longer in the ship, Andrew.
Listen, we have to make sacrifices. Okay?
No. What I was gonna say is, seeing how that went with the cargo ship, and seeing how we previously saw this went with the Sentinel, is there any way that Andrew can do like a tech check to like remotely fire the Sentinel so that he can, I don't know, leave it just in case it doesn't die and decides to kill the Sentinel next?
I mean, he's plugged into it. There's not a lot of 40K Wi-Fi anywhere, and especially not in this cargo bay.
Yeah, more like 30K Wi-Fi. We just can't get just can't get this damn thing to work. Am I right? Am I right? All right, fine.
You don't have any idea what that means, do you?
The Wi-Fi connections are measured in thousands of years, correct? Am I wrong about this?
I thought we went on from like it's not 5G anymore. It's 40K or something. I don't know. There's some joke there.
Sounds like a better joke than mine, but I will not acknowledge it. Never.
All right. Well, I think it's do or die at this point, like quite literally.
I mean, we can also do and also not die. I'm just saying. Aim true.
I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice
No.
blasting you out of the airlock.
No, wait. I thought you were like, do or die. I'm going to valiantly shoot this carnifex with my Sentinel, and if it kills me, it kills me. But what you meant was, you will do, and then I will die.
I don't know if you're going to do anything with this, but I suppose I should describe the airlock situation a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So there is the sort of back wall of this cargo bay is a big sort of airlock. And because this is the airlock, there are two parts of it. There's the one part that you were looking at right now, and then on the other side of that, there is another big bulkhead, and that is the other part of the airlock. So, just so we're clear, it's the back wall of this place, and there's two big bulkheads, each of which is keeping out the void. So you choose what you want to do with that. If anything.
Okay.
Or maybe you just keep shooting it with the las cannon, because it is quite hurt, but it's not dead. Is the thing.
Quite hurt.
Okay.
Quite hurt.
Can I go over and have Jay climb up onto the Sentinel, and we go into the one bulkhead and then blow the airlock on the other one?
So, I don't know if you want to do anything with these bulkhead doors that are keeping out the void. So to make it clear, there are two doors, one after the other, that keep out the void. So if you were to open one, it goes into like a small room. It's not that small, like shuttlecraft could fit into it stuff, but a smaller chamber that is normally full of like no atmosphere. So you would fly in there, you close the door, and then you repressurize that area, and then you go into the rest of the ship. That is how the bulkheads normally work. If you want to blast them open or something, we're going to need to start making different decisions on how this works, but that's how it's supposed to work.
All right, so I think real quick, we have two choices here. Either we lure it into the outer bulkhead to blast it into space without depressurizing the ship, or I just shoot it as much as I can.
Well, buddy, and by the way, like, we're connected via link. This is how we've been talking. We haven't just been, like, screaming across the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, whatever you think is best. I mean, if you can lure it in there, great. I guess I'll just have to find some solid footing to grab onto. Although I guess I'm further enough away from that outer room. Do what you think is best.
Just hold on to something. Hold on to something for dear life.
I'm looking around and I see like some like heavy equipment or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't be able to grab it until it's my turn. So
Yeah.
So I see some heavy equipment that I can probably jump to, but that's about it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna maneuver the Sentinel at least to the outer space room, the bulkhead room, so that when I fire at it, it'll at least come at me in that direction.
That's a
Yeah,
good
it'll
call.
charge towards you. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And then
Charge.
I'm gonna. Can I keep myself tapped into the actual bulkhead system remotely, or do I have to be physically connected to the ship in order to do that?
There is just that you would need to physically connect to the ship. There is a big lever like right near the bulkhead that's like an emergency release and close lever that Jay could operate, I guess, too.
Yeah. Let me operate a thing.
Okay, I have an idea. So, real quick, I can survive in the vacuum of space for a short period.
That is true.
So I think what we do here is I'm in that bulkhead space. I'll try and fire at this. It probably won't kill it. It'll charge me, and then I'll just be in the vacuum, and you shut the door behind us.
Well, instead of firing, do you just want to like create a distance between you and the Sentinel and just get out of the thing? Like use it as a thing to lure it, and then what I mean is like not be inside it. Because if this thing charges you, it could just completely kill you while you're inside the Sentinel.
Right.
Just saying.
So what I'll do, I'll bring the Sentinel into the bulkhead space, and I'll be at the outer door control, so that as soon as it charges the Sentinel, I'll just open up the vacuum of space. And then as soon as it's in the room, you shut the door so it doesn't suck all the air out of the ship.
And then figure out a way to get you back, right?
I mean, if it gets blasted out, we'll just shut the doors again, then I'll walk back in.
As long as you
Okay,
don't
I'm
get...
a little unclear on the plan, but let's do it because we don't have time to talk. This thing is going to kill us.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so I immediately control the Sentinel over to the bulkhead room that goes out to the void, and I I disconnect and get out of the Sentinel and go over to the outer door control that's within that space.
So that if you open that door, that will open you up to space. You will get sucked out into the void, and everything in this hangar bay will get sucked out into the void.
I mean, you said it's a big lever, so like I can hold on.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Just. I mean, yes. Okay. Cool.
Big lever versus vacuum of space. Let's see it happen.
Okay. What does the carnifex do?
I mean, it's gonna charge at the Sentinel and you.
Okay. It's going according
to plan. The only time anyone would ever say that is they see a carnifex rushing towards them like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
I'm just thinking in the back of my head, like with uncommon bravery, like I got shot in the face with a wraith cannon. This carnifex ain't shit.
I inspired you too well. I think Andrew's gone suicidal. I am invincible.
All right.
It was like beyond too well because I was also willing to sacrifice you as well.
What? No. I said you were
Okay.
invincible.
I'm gonna save my time. I'm not gonna roll all the damage because it's just gonna rip this Sentinel apart. But for you, Andrew, you are going to be in sort of its way as it's charging. So you're gonna take damage from living battering ram. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
I'm assuming what's happening here, Daniel,
Yeah.
is it's charging through the Sentinel, and some of the pieces of its like bits are gonna smash into Andrew because he put the Sentinel between him and the Carnifex. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming this thing just like plows through the Sentinel. Like it was just warming up. It was like, cool, I'll hit the Sentinel first and then crush the person behind him.
Yeah. So I rolled a 5, so that means that's one icon that it could push, so you take 1 mortal wound.
Ah, crap. All right. Well, I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Could have rolled
Alright.
a 6, then you would have had 2 mortal wounds.
That would have been real bad.
Ow, I just look down and I see that I have piece of Sentinel sticking out of me.
Yeah.
And a big
could be
Carnifex
worse.
next to you. Hooray!
All right. Well, I have to go at the start of the round.
I don't
do we need
know.
to
I
spend
kind of
our-
want to do something with Mr. Mistopheles, so I think you're gonna have
I mean,
to wait.
Jay could go first if you want to. He could close the door first.
Close the door to my zone,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I guess that is important. Here's the thing. We have a glory. So can't
Yeah.
we?
Oh.
Can I go close the door and then Andrew can basically we use the glory for him to interrupt and him go next? Correct?
Well, no. So the way it works is he has taken his action. That you two go back to back.
Oh,
That's how it's been this whole.
oh, that's right, because he went first. Yeah.
he went first. He already smashed the thing. Yeah.
Yes. So then I will go. I will run to the lever out here, and I'll pull it down to seal the door. So I'm basically sealing you in there, Andrew. Good luck, buddy.
I hope this works.
You got this. You got this. You got this. I'm freaking out a little bit. I don't want to lock you in a room with a carnifex, but I pull the door down like he's invincible. He's gonna be fine. And I see like the door like coming down. Onto you, buddy.
As you pull this lever, an emergency alarm starts going off because you're not supposed to do it with the lever. Like it's supposed to be done like far away with computers and stuff, and everything's supposed to be emptied. Now theoretically you're closing it, so that actually kind of makes the hangar bay safer. But anytime you interact with it, like the alarm comes off, it says warning, warning, warning.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Okay. Well, the door has shut.
Yeah, Andrew,
And-
you are sealed into this little chamber. Not that little, but this chamber with the carnifex and the destroyed sentinel and you. And you could open the door to space if you want to right now.
Or try to befriend a one-eyed carnifex. Now's the time. You're in a quiet room together. Maybe, connect. This thing is cold and has no connection to its parent hive mind, and you're a cold mechanical man who's no connection to humanity.
I immediately pull the lever.
Okay. There's another set of alarms that it starts going
We're
off.
serious this time. Big warning. Big warning. We're serious. Man, I can't believe I recorded that. I forgot what they were going to use it for, but I guess, neat.
Yeah. As you are exposed to the vacuum of space. Just a second. I want to double check there isn't vacuum rules here in the book.
Oh, no.
It didn't think about that, but that's probably a thing.
Well, the one advantage that I have as well is I do have light power armor, which means I have magnetic boots. So,
lever magnetic boots versus vacuum of space.
Magnetism, not a particularly strong force, but neither is gravity, so I don't know which one's more powerful. I mean, they're both very strong forces, but like in the grand scheme of... Never mind.
Well, this actually
I'm
isn't...
also doing a strength check, I'm assuming, to hold on to the lever so I don't get sucked out into the vacuum.
Yeah, because, I mean, this
exactly.
isn't actually him versus gravity. This is him versus pressure, so...
Yeah.
Physics.
Okay.
It's
I'll do
not
a
fun.
strength check, then.
So, Daniel, anything up with the dangers of space? Other than it being space?
I mean, mostly just it's the dangers of space. Suffocation is maybe a thing that you'll need to worry about. Can you? You can't breathe in space, robot man, can you?
Well, no, because there's no atmosphere in space, despite what some people might believe.
Well, he can't breathe the void atmosphere, let's be clear.
But I do have this Skitarii Articuros, which essentially will keep me alive for like an hour. So I've got an hour to get back in.
Yes. I do love, by the way, the moment before you pull this lever, like the door like seals. I'm assuming like this thing is just wading through like the pieces and chunks of Sentinel it just like completely destroyed, like slowly leading like right up to your face. You've got like a chunk of it like in your leg. Just it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I
have.
mean,
Yeah.
I've had
you're-
worse.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you're gonna have to deal with the lack of air, which you have air for. There's also going to be extreme cold as you're exposed to the vacuum of space. It's very cold. But we'll deal with that when it happens, because right now you need to make a strength check here to hold on as you pull this lever and are maybe sucked out into space.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty. Oh God, this is going to be a pretty hard roll, my friend.
That's, just give it to me, Daniel.
Do you have anything that could make it easier? Is there anything you're using here besides just your
okay.
mechanical arms?
Well, I have mechanical arms, I do have a mechanical leg, but more importantly, I do actually have light power armor, and light power armor does have mag boots. Does that help?
Yeah, I think the mag boots help a little bit. Not a ton, but it does help a little bit.
Yeah, magnets. Take that.
It's meant, more to like walk on the outside of a ship.
Right, when you're not being
When-
pulled by the physics.
when you're not being sucked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the issue is like all the oxygen is going to be flying out too. So yeah, this will be a difficulty. I mean, this is still going to be difficult. Difficulty 7.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
What's your athletics, buddy?
Well, is this athletics or just a straight strength check?
I would say you could use athletics for this. Athletics simulates your ability to hold on to stuff. Yeah, I'll give you your athletics ranks in there.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a difficulty 7, and I have a 7 athletics, so I just need to roll perfectly.
Perfect. Oh,
and
easy. I was
it'll all work
worried.
out. Or I'll just ride the carnifex through the void of space for the rest of
No,
it.
you're his new buddy.
Holy shit. Okay. I only failed with 1 die. It was not my wrath die,
Oh,
but I rolled 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
yes.
I pass.
You stared into the void, and you did not blink, my friend.
You
The carnifex, hold on.
so you pull the lever, and the alarms are going absolutely bananas.
Why are you doing this? What did we just say? Warning.
And the carnifex is going to have to make an athletics check as well here. It doesn't have athletic skill, but it does have its straight strength.
You know what's amazing? I literally completely didn't consider that the carnifex could stick around in this situation.
Oh, I did. I was just hoping it wasn't paying attention because it's like just going berserk and would not attempt to hold on.
It doesn't have magnet boots like you do.
Oh,
so
whew.
it has
Okay,
a-
good.
Yeah.
Well, then we're safe.
It has a difficulty 12 check here, a near impossible check.
Because the big
Because
boy?
also it's like fighting with the sentinel here. Now, it does have 12 strength. So
It could also get a
Okay.
perfect roll.
no, it only got 6 successes.
Whew.
Oh, thank God.
Just the odds.
Thank
That's what I like
the
to hear.
Emperor.
Yes.
As this carnifex screaming, its voice still sort of being heard in the atmosphere before the atmosphere is fully sucked out into the void, and it flies out on top of the destroyed sentinel.
Well, I say this through the Vox with my limited oxygen supply back to Jay. Well, I'm sure the Imperium will never see that one again. Job well done.
You're all right, buddy? Oh,
Oh yeah,
jeez.
I'm just hold on a second, and you hear me. You just hear donk 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 through the wall of the ship as I walk along the outside to a hatch, I guess.
Wait, you could just stay in there and repressurize. Like, remember?
No, that was the whole point. You held on. You're right.
Yeah,
by
you're
me.
in there.
Yeah, you didn't
Remember,
get sucked out.
once it depressurizes, there's no longer force pulling you out. It's not a continuous vacuum. Like, once it's
Yeah,
empty,
I know, but
you can
that's
just
not
reseal
the cool
it.
way to do it.
So you're just gonna. So let me get this straight. You're gonna spacewalk outside after we just shunted an entire one-eyed carnifex out into space.
Uh-huh.
All right, buddy.
Other people might pull the lever and like go back through the airlock.
Some might, but not Andrew. Is this a victory lap that you're taking? Like, yeah.
Of course, you gotta flex a little here. I mean, we
Jeez.
just, threw a carnifex out
Stand
the
on top of the
airlock.
ship, give it the double bird as you see it fly and tumble into space.
Yeah, I mean, like literally. I mean, it takes like a good 20 minutes, but then a bunch of people in the bridge suddenly see a robot man walk out onto the deck and just salute into the void, and then walk towards the airlock.
Nice. That's how we do it. That's how we're heroic. We knock this thing out the ship, give it the bird, wave at everybody, get back inside. I like it.
Sure. Okay.
So Andrew comes back through another airlock, or did you just do a full just lap around the ship and just come back through the same one?
That would be an even bigger flex. We'll do that.
Oh, jeez.
It would take so long to walk around the ship.
And we're
even if it's a
waiting.
scout
We're
ship.
waiting. I'm like, dude, are you inside yet? I hear the outside bulkhead seal. I pull the lever, and there's Andrew. Jeez. That was, oh, my God. All right, we got to add a new rule for cargo ships coming in from shady asteroids. Always check the back. God.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if somebody wasn't so focused on being like the best pilot by accident, then
Hey!
they would actually, scan the ship.
Well, hold
before
on.
bringing it in
Extra
for
kudos.
landing.
I landed a cargo ship that had a giant carnifex in the back. I mean, that's even extra neat, I would say.
That's not how space works at all. It just
You're-
increased our mass. It didn't make it harder to fly.
You're the scanning guy. You're supposed to scan stuff with all your little doodads. You know, we get on a thing, you scam, and...
I mean, you're the one that was all like, I'm the best pilot in the world. I push all the buttons and boopity beepity
Doesn't
boop."
mean I know what's in the ship. Wait a second. I just remembered something. This is the hangar we were storing Junpei's Sentinel, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
I think that was the one in the airlock. So,
Dude, were you really storing Junpei's Sentinel? Wouldn't he keep it on the planet where he lives?
No, we
no,
borrowed
he let
it.
us borrow it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was on the way. So
We were going to return it.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Man, you'd think he would know better, but I don't know if he actually would know better.
I mean, he's a cool guy, and he's definitely way too trusting. So,
Well-
I'll let you tell him, Jay.
No, I was going to say, it's your fault. You were the one in the Sentinel.
I mean, you're the one that brought the carnifex with us. So,
Okay, guys, let's not worry about what lies you're going to tell your friend who lives on another planet
Mhm.
about how you destroyed his ride. Let's just maybe be happy that we have survived this mission. Did we get the stolen data? No.
Oh.
No. we did not
Oh,
get the
right.
stolen-
That's why we went to the asteroid in the first place. Our client.
that was an important thing.
They were all the...
Did we stop the pirates?
I
I mean, like, probably most of them, right?
mean, the bugs probably ate them and probably ate the secret documents that were stolen from our client. So, we succeeded?
Well, here's the thing, Daniel. I did break into the system and get like a lot of classified data off of that abandoned wreck. So like maybe we could sell that instead.
But that's not returning the stolen data. You're saying we make a trade? We say we lost it, but want to learn how to turn bugs into your best friends?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably more valuable, right? I mean,
We don't want to get...
We can spend it.
No, we don't want this data getting out. This has got to be destroyed. Like, this is Atris shit.
Phineas T. Lort the 39th was very particular on the agreements. We're going to have to get back to Port Wander and figure this out some other time. But
Yeah. Well, we're alive, and I say that's a thumbs up. And we will have to obviously do ceremonies for the Rumblers. It's going to have to happen. But otherwise, everyone made it, which is good. I like it.
Yeah, Cat unfortunately made it, but
What?
the rest of us, it's okay.
What? Dude, not cool. Mr. Mistopheles and you got to bury whatever this hatchet is between you. Well, we're gonna have to talk about it. Anyways,
and I don't like the cat either, but I don't want it dead. Whatever. We'll have to talk about this some other time.
yeah. Anyways, back to the old flexible demeanor. Somebody will clean up this hangar, and I gotta find me some new fusion guns. Damn it, that took me so long. All right, Daniel. Well, I'm gonna shut you down and get you recharged. Sound good, buddy?
Sounds good to me.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems our boys forgot to check the trunk, a mistake they surely won't make again. And even with this small victory, the mission was still an overall failure. What will the client think? Will there be repercussions, or just a poor review? Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. Music in this episode was produced by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.com. You can find the track listing and credits in the show notes. Of course, as a Patreon backer, I hope you take the chance to join our Discord. We've got a ton of great people already on there chatting everything RPG and 40K, with the boys dropping by on the regular as well. Until next time, goodbye.